constantly, preach the preempt or the message, create love, because I believe that we all have the power to do that in the space in which we live. You have the power to create love with the faculties and facilities that you have. And that is an essence of the Creator or God or what you believe in, who created you. And I love that message so much. I wanted to ask you about apostleship, or people also acknowledge you as an apostle when your title is Apostle Deatria L. Gates. What is an apostle?
An apostle historically establishes in the earth realm what God is, or let me say it like this, the God of your understanding, or the God as you understand him to, because all of us understand God to a degree, to some degree. It's unfortunate that some people pressure you to understand him to their degree. But to whatever degree you understand
you
God.
got to step into something.
So to whatever degree, and I believe whatever that degree is, you can grow. We can all grow. But the apostleship is essentially an office within the traditional church structure. Actually, it's a universal position where you establish in the earth realm what God, what the Creator, what the universal substance is doing in the earth realm. It's a more spiritual positioning as opposed to an administrative position.
Okay, I'm not sure I gathered all that, but some of it. So
it's okay. It's all good.
Okay.
It's all good. It's all good.
You know what? You mentioned something about people wanting you to understand God to their degree. That was really interesting to me. I had a really dear friend, ask me this question. I'm going to ask you. She's a Christian. We get along perfectly. We love each other. But we do have a difference in opinion about homosexuality. And she asked me if a person believes that homosexuality is wrong, does that make them a homophobe? Does that make them someone who's judging someone else? Does that create some kind of negativity because they're standing in their own truth? I mean, what?
Well, I don't think so. People have their opinions about everything, and I think we ought to allow people to have their opinion. But I think when you impose your opinion on someone else, or when you take the position that now you're the judge and you can determine who's right and who's wrong, I think then you cross the line of simply having your own opinion, and then you become critical and homophobic. And I think a lot of that's because of fear, your own personal fear. You have not learned to love a person in spite of their orientation or their preference or their creed, their culture,
their color.
Their color. So I think when fear is placed within that context, then you have the homophobic mindset, and then you become combative, and then you become a detriment to anyone who may have a different point of view. But it's okay to have a different point of view, but for me to impose my point of view on you, I think that's unfair. I think it's ungodly, because then where's the love? Where's the compassion? Where's the love of God? Where's God? I mean, there's no other way to say it. Where is God? Love covers a multitude, even if you thought it was wrong. But love will even cover it if you thought it was wrong. So if you can't cover it and protect it and shield it from being exposed to someone else who may take a homophobic stance against it, then you're not operating in the love of God either. So there's another problem. There's another issue there. But if we can allow ourselves to walk in love and respect one another, I think a lot of these issues, we won't have to deal with them.
Wow. Well, that is the utopian hope for the world, that we could all come together in love. We have to take a break, but when we come back, if it's all right with you, Apostle Gates, I would like to talk more about sexuality and spirituality.
We'll do that.
throw in some sensuality, if I may.
Let's do it, girl.
Can we do that?
We can do that.
Okay, we'll do that. You keep it right where you got it. You're listening to The Satin Lounge with KiaRene, and I need you to take a moment and breathe it in.